at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the Syracuse Orange and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Syracuse head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL...
Punt, and he's got room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Syracuse right back at it.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Dropping back, it's Kingsbury. Left side, it's Minchie.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So NC State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Here's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Wolfpack. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Back to throw, it's Kingsbury. Looking for a big play. Snags it on the right. Runs through a man. He might have space. All the way. Touchdown, Orange.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Williams. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I know talking to this quarterback, he hates when his offense punts. He always wants...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 4th down, Williams. It's picked off. That's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They put the brakes on him. 2nd and long here. Just feeds the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to get the corner. Turning it on. 10. Touchdown, Cuse. Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And he'll bring it back. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This one's going And if this keeps up, back with the ball. Team 13 lead. Williams throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. Williams will pass. Under pressure. Finds a man on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hits inside, it's Rodgers. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Williams to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Kingsbury. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Time to take a shot. Grabs it up for 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throwing, Williams. He's got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. NC State quick to the line. It's Williams again. Right side, it's Marshall. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Now on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit.
Barrett. It's complete to the left. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Straight ahead, it's Betts. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on third down, and they're looking at fourth and plenty of work to do. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they need just a little space if they can find it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Play fake, Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Williams. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Throws it back. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I checked in with the Orange head coach at halftime. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
All right, Holly. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Looking to pass. It's Kingsbury. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Syracuse right back at it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that match.
All kinds of room to the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. From the red zone, it's Cole. Might have a chance. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Stopped right there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Right at the line. And he's in. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency, but either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for them, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
Looking for a gap. It's Rodgers. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Might as well give it to him again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Rodgers. He's past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. There's some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys get...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Syracuse right in the air. It's Kingsbury. They're all over him. Gets open down the middle. Stop right there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They want that clock to run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Running the red zone. It's Rodgers. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And the extra point splits the uprights. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rush is on. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Orange. Looking for the 2-point try. Pushes toward the goal line. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
On the run, it's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stopped just once more at the 2-minute mark. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. See some running room. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the big fullback. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
To the back. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the